Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 6th of August 2021, and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, our today's topic is personal appearance of men and women. Is it important? All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Okay, yeah, firstly, I think maybe I first talk about men and women in terms of uh, this personal appearance. Firstly, for men, um, I think personal appearance can also help. Yeah, for this one, basically is it's more when they do some sales related job. Yep, and then also when they work for their employer. Yeah, for this, for here, the personal appearance, it may not be really good looking. Uh, I mean, the personal appearance can also refer to like you have a clean or neat look. Yeah, for this one, and then also whether you, uh, your dress. I mean the way that you wear, and then also whether you care about your odor. I mean, whether you wear the perfume, something like that. This can also be the part of personal appearance. Yeah, for men, I think it is important, and for many jobs, we need somebody who has uh, a better image, so that we feel like they're giving us a good impression, and then we are more we trust more for these people. And then when talk about women, yeah, I think all of the merit from men by having uh, neat and clean or good looking, even better, good looking personal appearance also apply on women, and they actually get more benefit from personal appearance than men. Yeah, for here, I think if we talk about personal appearance can help in particular the sales related job, and then for women, I think uh, they can do even better with a good personal appearance. And then for here, how do I compare? Actually, uh, I assume that if two person they have uh, exactly the same ability, and then uh, the only difference is the personal appearance. Yeah, in that case, I think personal appearance can really be a merit, and that is especially more powerful when it is applied on women. Yeah, so yeah, beside this, this is for the career part. And for women, I think for women, they have one more merit, which is uh, because of personal appearance, they can have higher chance to choose their partner. Yeah, for here, I mean they can choose the partner they like, uh, which also means that they can uh, more likely able to choose the life they want to live. Maybe consider some factors like um, economic conditions of their partners, something like that. Yeah, so this is something good for women. And then, yeah, so this is basically the first part of my sharing. And then next, I'm going to bring in one research which I found yesterday, and then yeah, it was quite interesting, and yeah, later you will know. And then for this research, it was done by an economist. Wait a minute. This is an economic professor. Yeah, and then uh, she took the information from 2002, 2002 and 2006. I mean, between these 5 years, 2002 until 2006. And then what she did is actually, firstly, um, she she finds some people, and then they compare. They find some people, and then uh, those are the staff of the researcher, and then they try to rate the photos of uh, economists in the sample. I mean, they are trying to find out whether physical attractiveness um, has something to do with success, and then uh, they're not going to look at something like the salesperson, or maybe some uh, some industry which they need to have a close contact with other people. They actually choose the economist, and then for economists, some of them they are just um, uh, kind of they don't deal with people so directly. Yeah. So and then um, yeah, that is 241 survey, and then they rate the photos whether this person is uh, good looking, and whether this person is attractive, and yeah, they try to rate it, and then they compare these economists career over 15 years period. Yeah, and then the result is that they're finding uh, attractive individuals were more likely to study higher rank PhD. Yeah, this is the first finding. And then this is for both men and women. And then after graduate school, they also find that male and female economists who rank higher in attractiveness, they actually get a better first job. I mean, after their graduation, the first job they get is better. And then after that, they continue to find better academic job placements up to 15 years later. So which means that after the first job, uh, the, uh, the 15 years from that time, also they get better jobs. Yeah, this is according to their research for 241 workers, 241 economists. And then, oh, I'm sorry, this isn't, it is 752 economists. Yeah, just now 241 is the research staff. They are trying to rate the person's attractiveness. Yeah, and then this economic professor, she was quite uh, curious about the findings, because she think appearance for economists may not be so important. Yeah, and then they find that they could have some bias here. For example, when people rate somebody's attractiveness, maybe they tend to give those white people higher rank, and then maybe Asian Asian guy, or the black guy, African. Yeah, they tend to get lower. Yep, this can be one of the uh, bias biases. Yeah, but somehow she still think that even though personal attractiveness and then personal appearance uh, is still something uh, worth worth to get research. Yeah, and then um, after that, yeah, actually they think they need more research and more time to find out the real reason between personal appearance and their success. And then actually they kind of explain it in another way. They say maybe because they are uh, better in terms of personal appearance, and then they actually get more positive reinforcement as they grow up, and then this affects their confidence in adulthood. Yeah, and then this confidence in turn can affect their career success. Yeah, and then this confidence not only when dealing with people, maybe for themselves, they are more confident, and then they they feel like they are more uh, um, ready for life experiences, and then because of that, they're more likely to uh, move forward with people and opportunities. Yeah, and then they can also be more resilient and more willing to fail. Yeah, and because they're more willing to fail, and then they may uh, take more chance to do things. They don't care about whether they fail, and then they actually gain something from that. Yeah, they try more, they do more. Yep. So yeah, this is one of my uh, uh, part of sharing, which is a research. And then after this research, I also try to think whether uh, yeah, just now I talked about confidence. Confidence is something uh, uh, it's also a good thing. Yep. And then I think, can we become more confident without doing anything with our personal appearance? Yeah, and I think the answer is yes. Yeah, we have many ways to build our confidence, but personal appearance is one of the way. This is something like uh, inevitable. Yeah, and then so in that case, bring back to the question: is it important for our personal appearance? Um, I think I wouldn't say it is unimportant. Yeah, it is something we can try to do. Yeah, let's say if our personal appearance, let's say is not good, is bad, yeah, we may try to change a little bit. Yeah, change a little bit, and then I think it was not difficult. Yeah, if you are bad, and then change it to maybe average. Yeah, um, take care about that. Yeah, maybe your hairstyle, and then maybe having a having a neat and clean face. Yeah, and that wasn't something we cannot change. We can change a little. Yeah, and then because we do that, and then we ourselves can also see it. So I think that could be something like a benefit for ourselves, and then over the time. So uh, we do this not only to uh, to to let other people see, we also do it for ourselves. Yeah, so I think personal appearance is something we shouldn't uh, ignore. Yeah, it is important. Yeah, this is my conclusion. All right.
Yeah. Okay. About my sharing, uh the first I would like to draw the conclusion first.
Yeah.
We have to have the awareness that we like good-looking people. So this is the first thing. Yeah, and yeah, uh, if there is two partner and everything remain unchanged, will you choose a good-looking one or will you choose a bad-looking one? You definitely will choose a good-looking one. Yeah, because people like the good or like the bad. So this is something we need to have the awareness. So every discussions that talk about appearance is not important. That's bullshit.
Hmm.
Mm, mm. But how important it was? Yeah, this is and this is the questions we have to ask. Yeah, it's important, but what is the relative importance? You compare parents with any other things? Yeah, what thing you compare with the parents? For example, you can compare the wealth, the money with a parents.
Yeah.
If I if you have to choose, you can get 1 billion. Let's say you can get 1 billion or 1 million, but your appearance will change from good to bad,
Yeah.
and you couldn't you couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything to
Fix it.
yeah to fix it and to make it like become average or become back to good. Will you take the offer? Yeah, right. I may take the offer. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, and if the amount increase in further, I definitely will take the order. I
Mm.
definitely will take the yeah. So you need to know about the relative the uh the relativity, which is which thing you compare with this appearance. Mm.
Mm.
And okay, for example, you are doing a business, you are finding a business partner. Does appearance importance? Does does the sex importance? The gender importance? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe you want to mm, find a woman as your business partner, and but the business partner comes to your company and then they do business with you. They take the share, but she couldn't contribute anything.
Yeah.
What is the point? You just like paying her money.
Mm.
Mm. And most of people when they're looking a business partner, they prefer men. Mm. I
Yeah.
think if you want to look for a business partner, you will first choose the male first, right?
Mm.
But why?
Because firstly, men and women, sometimes I think for men, basically they are more direct, and then maybe they are um, kind of less risk. Uh, risk. Men are more risk taking, and then for women, maybe they uh, more risk averse. This is not everybody, but basically we think like that. So if you choose to deal with women, maybe you will have um, these kind of problems in the future when you try to make one decisions, and then maybe women will um, they will not um, agree to do so. Maybe they want to take a more conservative position instead of uh, taking the risk.
Are you going to say taking a risk is better than uh, not taking a risk
Um,
in
and,
in all way?
but yeah, just worrying about uh, when we make decisions, men and men tend to reach the consensus more easily.
Really?
And yeah, this okay, yeah, this is just the some of like the feeling is not true, but it's the feeling.
but you see, if you find a man as a business partner
Mm,
and you are aggressive, he also aggressive,
mm,
and if you and him have different idea, have
yeah.
different plan, can you get it together? Very difficult.
Mm,
But if the counterparty is woman, you are more likely to get the to get your plan to be proceed,
mm, yeah.
right?
Also say that.
Mm,
But here we are comparing two guys. I mean, one uh, e either is female business partner or the male business partner.
mm,
Uh, we assume that they have the same ability, right?
mm,
Yeah. So actually, I think if two people you want me to choose with the same ability, um, yeah, maybe subconsciously I would choose I would prefer female, even though that is the case for doing business.
mm, but most of the time we couldn't know what's the capability. We couldn't compare the capability,
Yeah.
and capability couldn't be identical
Mm,
mm, in most of the situation.
yeah.
Yeah, their personality, the sex, gender, and a lot of issue can affect this capability.
Mm,
Yeah, and let me tell you why. And also let me tell you why employer prefer men rather than women.
yeah.
Yeah, the first, if you hire a man, they won't get pregnant. So this is the first reason. And they have less burdens. They have less burdens, which means they have less responsibility because they don't get pregnant. They don't need to stay at home. They don't have the culture to restrict them.
Mm,
But it's not with the woman.
yeah.
Yeah, and also the second is averagely, yeah, in average, the capability of men is more than women.
Mm,
This is the main reason because you couldn't know what is the capability. Yeah, you couldn't know their capability. So when you make when you make decision, when you find a business partner, you actually are guessing something.
mm,
Mm. Yeah, even though you're very familiar with the persons, mm, yeah, but you still don't know if if you want to if you want to make a business with them, it means make do a business together,
mm,
and what is the outcomes you don't know. Mm,
yeah.
yeah, and also one of the statistics show that we shouldn't do business with our best friends. Yeah, because uh okay this is the outcome from the statistic, which is if you do business with your best friends, most likely the business will fail. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
And you can go search the 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 statistic. Mm. The
Mm,
factor here I forget already, but it is about the relationship. The uh maybe you don't want to break the relationship, so you couldn't like discuss something with him or her in a very deep level. And if you discuss something in a very deep level, it may cause some abuse. And you don't want to create the arguments. You don't want to create the dispute. So uh, both of you don't have the discussion. So without the discussions, you couldn't improve your business. It's something like this. Mm.
yeah.
So yeah, appearance is not the most important factor when you're looking a business partner. This is the thing what I want to say. And how about in a relationship? Is the parents is the most important thing?
Relationship. Most important.
Okay, let's say we finding a friend. Yeah, is appearance is the most important thing? Definitely no, right?
Yeah.
Mm. So so this is about the friendship. And then how about the romantic relationship? You're looking for a partner. Is appearance is the most important thing?
Um, okay, of course, firstly, we will look at their appearance, but it doesn't mean
Mm.
that we need to find the the best looking person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Uh,
Mm.
it's something like if they meet our kind of requirements and
Mm.
then they pass uh, the first screening of
Yeah.
that.
Right. So you can say it's something like this is uh if the looking is better than average, then we are okay with that. We don't need to find the number ones.
Mm.
Mm, but like business partner, if you can find the number ones, will you want to find number ones? The capability, you sure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah. So this is the difference. The difference here is appearance is important, but it is not the most important thing in many cases.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And okay, to me, the definition of appearance have have had two types. One is the face, the good looking face.
Mm.
The second one is the shape, body
Yeah.
shape, a good body shape, a good looking body shape. Yeah,
Mm.
and to me, the body shape is more important the than the face. Mm, yeah, and I'm not sure the choice of other people, but to me personally, I prefer uh okay if you want to say the person have a good appearance, I will first look at the body shape. Mm,
Mm.
instead of looking the face first. Yeah,
Mm.
this is for me. Yeah, and okay, and okay, and we need to know what is the difference between these two appearance. Okay, the first is the face is something that you couldn't like alter, you couldn't change um, very significant. You couldn't change your face. You if you are bad looking, you couldn't like fix it in a very easy way.
Mm.
Yeah, of course you can go do some operations, or you can like make up, do something. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but it's not that easy. Yeah, of course, some people say yeah, makeup is actually very easy because you just need to learn the skill and then you just need to like put some powder on your face. Yeah,
Mm.
but because it didn't change your appearance inherently. So if you don't make up and then um, yeah, nothing changed.
Yeah.
Where I'm talking the the real change here, that the real change here is not something like taking a mask. Mm. It's not something like wearing a mask. It's talking about the real one. Mm.
Mm.
And face is something like mostly bonds with our genes. Mm. Yeah, your gene decide whether you have a good looking face or not good looking face. But how about the body shape? Body shape is something that you can change. Yeah, maybe it's not that easy to change. And for some people, the genes their genes is inherently mm, easier to store the fat. Mm, yeah, so for this kind of people, mm, they need to work really hard in order to maintain the good body shape. Mm.
Mm.
But it is not something that you couldn't achieve. Mm. Yeah. So so for me, if a if a people have a good body shape, and it's more likely that it means that this person take care their body shape. Yeah, but of course this is not 100%. I say this is more likely. Yeah, because some people uh uh their genes like you and me, yeah,
Mm.
we couldn't get fat, we couldn't like get fit very easy.
Yeah.
So many girls also have this kind of gene. They are teens, and no matter how much they eat, and uh, uh, they couldn't get the fat. Mm, they couldn't they couldn't become fat, and they can maintain a relatively good body shape. Mm. So yeah, uh I say it's more likely. It's more likely that they take care their body shape.
Mm.
So here maybe mm, they are doing exercise. Mm, so mm, their health is more likely to be good. Mm,
Yeah.
so it's a healthy person, and because they do exercise, and they mm, they more likely is a intelligent person. And why? And I think on the next Monday we have a video review is which is talk about the mental benefit of exercise. Mm, mm. And in summary, if you do exercise, if do physical exercise consistently, it will affect your brain, and
Mm.
then you'll become more intelligent.
Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, so by looking their appearance, we can know some clue whether it's a healthy person,
Mm.
whether it is an intelligent person, something like that. But
Yeah.
it is just a probability. It doesn't mean that you definitely can judge uh, can judge a person from their appearance. Yeah,
Mm.
this is a probability.
Yeah.
Mm. And also, why body shape is more important than face? Because if you if you are fat, no matter no matter inherently how good looking your face are, will
Mm.
become will become bad.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, because your face is big. Yeah,
Mm.
so it's not good looking. But if you are teens, maybe initially, inherently, your face is not that good looking, but because you are teens, so your face is also teen, is sharp. So you are more likely uh, to beat the average.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, and okay, but here we shouldn't ignore the gene factor. What is the gene factor? Which is something I mentioned just now. So it is just a probability. Yeah, you can judge a person from appearance, but this is a but the probability involved. So you couldn't just pick the appearance. So this is the reason why appearance is not the most important thing in many cases.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a relationship, we normally start at the external, and we will end with the internal factors.
Mm.
Yeah. And mm, okay, why normally we do that? Because you won't find the bad looking person in terms of face, in terms of body shape, and then you try to understand whether this is a person you want to be with.
Mm.
Yeah, and why if what if the partner you found don't have the characteristic you want? Yeah, you're just wasting your time, right? Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh, but if you start with the external, yeah, if the if your partner don't have the characteristic that you want, yeah, at least you are finding a partner with a good looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like for let's say you buy something and then let's say you already see the products uh is maybe it's not that perfect and you will not continue, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Mm. Or maybe the price is too high.
Ah,
You once consider.
yeah.
Yeah. Because if the product price is high, but there is no but there is no direct relationship between the price and the quality. So if you buy the product which is high price, and then after that you found that the quality is bad, and you feel bad. But if the price is cheap, and then after you bought the quality is cheap, then you think it's okay because the price is low.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So so this is something we have to know. Yeah. So most of people act like this. Yeah. So that we can draw a conclusion, which is good looking people, no matter in terms of body shape, no matter in terms of face, good
Mm.
looking, will get more resources than average looking persons.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a conclusion.
You
Mm.
also
What?
um you also take into account both genders, right? For here.
Yeah, yeah. Because uh yeah, if you are a girl, so will you choose a good looking person or will you choose a bad looking person? Of course, you choose a good looking person without without looking into their characteristic,
Yeah.
their personality. Yeah, so no matter is female or male, they are same. Because it's human nature.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So yeah, in conclusion, could you say appearance is not important? Yeah, it's very important. Yeah,
Mm.
it's very important because most of the time it gives the first impression to other people.
Yeah.
Mm. Uh, but to maintain a good appearance, you don't need to you don't need to spend all your energy, all your time, all your money into this area. Mm. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Mm.
Mm. You just need to maintain a relatively good appearance. Yeah, and you also can consider the cost and benefit. Mm. The money you spend in and the benefit you get out.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. Okay, and also, uh, okay, back to the relationship part, and also about the start with external and end with internal.
Mm.
Why it makes sense? For example, you find a partner and then you decided to marry with her, or you form a relationship with her. And then over time, maybe 5 years later, 10 years later, mm, the external resources will get uh, uh, will,
Appreciate.
uh, will depreciate, will depreciate. So the good looking becomes not that good looking. Yeah, maybe you'll say, yeah, it still look good. Yeah, it still look good. But if you compare to the 20 years old to 18 years old girls, mm, and definitely they'll have some difference. Yeah,
Oh,
and the skins and
20,
also like the body shape. What?
80 or 18?
18, 18, 20.
18, 20. It's just 2 years different, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because some men they insist want to get a girl age exactly 18.
Oh,
Mm, yeah. But to me 18 and 20 is indifference to me.
yeah, me too.
Okay, back uh okay uh back to the example. So initially you meet your partner when they are young, when she's young, and then you form a relationship with her, and then after sometimes the face the good looking become not that good, and the body shape also become not that fit.
Mm,
Mm. But you still continue the relationship with her. Why? Because the internal factor, because her personality,
mm,
mm, is is a person is a personality that you like. Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the main reasons you still you still are in a you still are in a relationship with her. Yeah.
Mm,
So in a relationship, or we can say in a relationship. So no matter it's friendship, no matter is romantic relationship, no matter is your family, yeah, family, the personality more important than the appearance. Mm. But of
yeah.
course, here there are some other factors take place. For example, responsibility.
Mm,
For example, like the culture and the moral value. Yeah, all these take place.
yeah.
Mm. So, but appearance definitely is not in the first three rank. Mm.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. But in conclusions, okay. In summary, appearance is important. Yeah, is important no matter for men or for women. Mm. But if you compare to other things, there are many things which is more important than it. And also, one another statistics is about um, a person who have a very good appearance, will they affect their capability,
Mm,
especially for women. Yeah, if for uh for a woman, if you don't need to do anything, and you because you have the sex resources, you are a woman,
yeah.
so the men's will chase you, or maybe the woo, yeah, will woo you, will take action, so you don't need to take actions. Mm. You can just remain passive, and there are persons a man will take the action. They are active, and you don't need to do anything. You have sex resources, you have good looking, you have good body shape, and you can get anything that you want.
Yeah.
Mm. Or maybe you you'll be you you achieve success, you'll get success very easily.
Mm,
So in this case, will you work hard?
no,
Mm.
not
Yeah,
focused on capability.
yeah, and also you can see many girls, if they are good looking, their body shape is very good, and I couldn't say most of them, but some of them will pay attention, will pay a lot of attention on their appearance. They just take care of their appearance, and
Mm,
because uh take care of your appearance is something like a skill. If you do it more, and then you become you your skill level increase, and then you you can maintain your appearance in a very good conditions. But beside of that, beside of the appearance, beside of the apparent taking care skill, what other skill they learned? Yeah. So this is a question. Of course, not many people like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one study show that is more likely uh uh is more likely to have the negative impact to persons in terms of their capability. Okay. And the research is something like this. If you give money to other people, and then they don't need to work hard, they don't need to do something, so and they can get the money very easily. Or may okay sorry the okay the the research the research is not like this. This is a conclusion. The research is something like the scientists study those people who get the resources who get resources uh, in a very short period. So these resources could be like the social resources, for example, like the like, the like on Facebook, the like on Instagrams,
Okay.
and also it could be the money. It also could be the social base. Yeah, it could be anything. It could if you're a YouTuber, it could be the subscriber. It could be the view. Yeah, it could be anything. So money is one of them. Money is one of the resources. And if you could get the resources very easily in a quick period, and it will change your personality. So for example, initially you work very hard. And then you uh uh let's say 1 to 10 rank your hardworking. You work like 6, and then you get 6, or maybe you'll get lesser than that. You get 4, you get 3. And you continue to work hard, and then yeah, one day let's say you are a YouTuber. you your video spreads spread to many people, and then many people watch your video, and then you suddenly become popular, and your subscriber increase very quickly, and then also you ever you you ever you your advertisements income also increase in a very short period, and it will change your personality. Yeah, so it's a rate of change. The rate of change would affect your personality. But if the growth is slowly and steady, and it won't change your personality. But if the change is something like exponentially, and it will change your personality. And for example, some people can earn the money in a very short period. And it will change their personality, and it will change their perspective to the money. And the money comes in very easy, and it will also go away, very easy. Yeah, in a very easy way. Yeah, and okay, what the personality change from the statistics is the person will become uh will become more the person will become less humble. The person will become less humble, and also their personality will turn bad. Initially, they have the empathy, 同情心. Yeah, but after that, the empathy reduce. Yeah,
mm,
and the moral value will also reduce. So initially, the same moral value can restrict them. For example, you don't want to cheat your partner. Yeah, you won't have uh, you won't have an affair. Uh,
affect,
affair. Yeah,
yeah.
affair. And after you get the money very easily in a short time, you're more likely to have an affair. Mm. So yeah, this is how the rate of change of getting resources will affect our personality.
Mm,
Yeah. So from this research and from this statistic, we can know that for for the women, if they have the resources, the good looking, good body shape, and sex resources,
yeah.
they are very likely to get money, to get resources in uh a very easy in a quick period. Mm. So it also will affect their personality.
Mm,
And they'll they'll become less empathy, and they'll become uh
arrog
what?
arrogant means like you say, less humble.
Mm. Yeah. And also another is become more 势利. So is so in
Realistic,
English is what?
materialistic, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like that. Yeah. They'll become more materialistic. Mm. So if you don't give them money, they won't help you to do something. It's something like this. Mm. Yeah. So and it can affect the personality, and yeah, I think I think many of the people they don't like to find a partner which is materialistic, right?
Mm, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So mm, yeah. So for the people who have good looking, they need to they need to be careful with that. Yeah, be careful with this. They also need to aware. They need to aware uh, the external ones, the external resources, which is the good looking,
Yeah.
cannot sustain forever. You have to like learn some backup skill. You need to acquire some backup skill. You need to um, acquire acquire uh, the skill that can improve your overall capability. So,
Mm,
for example, in business, maybe you need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn the hard skill that you use in your job.
yeah.
In a relationship, maybe you can learn some cooking, you can learn some sewing, you can learn some other skill.
Mm,
Mm, yeah. You also may need to learn. Maybe you can learn how to take care of the baby.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. So yeah, if you are a good looking person, especially for women, and then the man marriage with you, and then you don't have to do anything. You just stay at home and you can do anything you want to do. You can go out, you can spend his money, and you don't need to cook, and uh, the mat will do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a rich family, something like that.
Mm,
Mm. And you don't have to do anything. Mm. And will this relationship sustain forever? Maybe yes, maybe no.
mm,
Mm. Yeah. And what keep a good relationship in long term is not about the appearance. Mm. It's other thing. It's other things. Uh, is other thing, consider internal factors.
Yeah.
You need to spend time, you need to like invest your energy, invest your intelligence into the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's all for my sharing.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I think I learned a lot from your sharing, and especially from the part. I like the part you say in a romantic relationship. Basically, people start from external first, and then to internal. Yeah, I think this
Mm,
is um, so true.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah, and then also for appearance, in my sharings, the research show that maybe personal appearance may lead to some good thing, let's say confidence, that will influence us in a good way. But at the same time, like you said just now, because of personal appearance, which is outstanding, and then we may uh, uh, change our personality in a negative way, and then
mm,
so I think we need to, the key here is the awareness,
mm.
the
And
awareness. Yeah.
and I forget the research. This is something like the theory or something like that, and I need to check the name. Yeah, if once I check, and I will put into the description of our YouTube video.
Mm.
And you can look for it. Okay.
Yeah.
So anything else?
No. Yep.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversations. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.